7:09. Welcome back. We're continuing our breaking news coverage. 10 News reporter Courtney Lockey joins us now from downtown Blacksburg. You've been out there all morning as police work to collect evidence. Courtney, what can you tell us what you're seeing at this moment?
Yeah, Duke, we've been here all night, and it was just after midnight that these shots actually rang out. And you can see behind me, it is still a very active scene. We've got about 4, 5, 6 police cars out here, and investigators have been walking around with canine units. They've been walking around with guns. They've been taking pictures of the hookah bar. They have been placing evidence markers, trying to piece together what happened here. Now, we know that 1 person is dead and 4 people were taken to the hospital in this shooting, and we know that police, they haven't told us yet if they've arrested anyone or if they are looking for a suspect. Now, this is a big deal to this community, Duke. I mean, this place is where the Hokies come every Friday night and Saturday night. It is packed here, so I cannot imagine when those shots rang out. It had to be chaos and fear, and a lot of them were really worried, and a lot of them are going to be waking up to find out that one of their classmates was hurt in this shooting. Just absolutely heartbreaking.
Courtney, we've heard from Virginia Tech. What have you heard from Virginia Tech officials saying about this shooting?
You know, they're saying it's unsettling because they know this is a place where these college students come and hang out and feel safe, and now this is going to be a bitter taste. I mean, it's going to be a somber scene. I think this is going to last a long time. I think it's going to change the way that downtown looks for a while. And Lindsay Kennett, she has been talking with students, and she'll be able to tell us a little bit more about that.
Thank you, Courtney. Yeah, 10 News anchor Lindsay Kennett is also in Blacksburg this morning. And of course, she did speak with a couple of Virginia Tech students who were pretty much, had a lot of police activity around their home. So, Lindsay, what did this student say? She seemed very distraught.
Duke, it was a very emotional and concerning evening. She's a senior at Virginia Tech. She lives not far from where the shooting happened. She says that right around the time of the shooting, just before midnight, she got a lot of texts to her phone. She said her phone was blowing up from people telling her that there had been a shooting. So she instantly went to go lock her doors, and that's when she saw law enforcement officers in her own backyard. They were searching the area for a suspect and told her that there had been a shooting and to stay inside. So of course, there's been a lot of confusion and even panic for students. They didn't know what was happening this evening. All they knew was reports of a shooting and that there was a heavy police presence downtown Blacksburg. I talked with another student who had been at a bar at the time, and he said that it was just scary not knowing what was going on. And of course, we can't forget what happened on Virginia Tech's campus back in 2007, where 32 people were shot and killed. Now, while this situation today is very different from that one, it definitely weighs on their minds.
We want to clarify that those are 2 separate situations and 2 separate shootings, but also the fact that this is a shooting that happened. Again, can you just elaborate and expound upon what you're seeing, and then also talk about what Tech officials were saying, because it seemed like his thing was very unsettling.
Duke, yeah, let me step out of the way of the camera and show you the scene. This is the active scene. We are on Jackson Street near North Main Street. Police tape has been blocking off this area all night. It's been very active. There have been police around with canines, searching this area, searching the streets, searching the sidewalks. We don't know if the suspect is in custody at this point. We did see a police car, a Blacksburg police car, actually get towed away from the scene here. And as far as the concern for the community, it is very unsettling. A lot of this is ongoing. It's very active. We are only getting the bare facts from police at this point. We, of course, know that 5 people were injured. 1 of them is dead, and one of the 4 injured is a student, but we don't know identities. We don't know a motive, so there are still a lot of unanswered questions at this time.
Thank you, Lindsay. We appreciate your report. You're doing a fantastic job down there in Blacksburg. Thank you.
Your local weather authority, always watching and tracking for you from the JES Weather Center.
Some snow flurries for parts of the area. Right now, Martinsville not seeing any of that, but they do have some clouds overhead. Don't think those clouds are going to be with us for much of the day. It's actually going to be a pretty bright day as high pressure takes over following a cold front. It's also a much colder day outside. The actual temperature 29, but when you factor in the wind out of the north-northwest 13 miles per hour, the wind chill, the feels like temperature down to 19. Check out the change in the temperature following the cold front. So at this time yesterday, it was actually the warmest part of the day, with many of us feeling temperatures in the 50s. 31-degree drop in Roanoke. That's just amazing. 30-degree drop for Lynchburg. It's a 29-degree drop in Wytheville. So that's giving us temperatures in the 20s for a good portion of the area. We do have one lone spot down into the teens in Lewisburg, and quite a few places in the low 30s. South Boston, our warmest spot on the map right now, at 32. Roanoke, you're coming in at 28. The best we're going to be able to do with the temperatures as we go into this afternoon is the 30s and 40s, about 38 for the Star City, 42 over in the Hill City, and Danville's going to be matching that. Temperatures actually could be just as low as the low 30s this afternoon if you live over in the New River Valley. And actually, we are going to see the wind be a bit of a concern during at least the morning hours. Looks like right now a 28-mile-per-hour wind gust in Hillsville. The strongest wind's going to be felt during the morning today. You can see those gusts anywhere from 20 to 30 miles per hour. As we go into the later stages of the day, the wind is going to back off, and it actually will be pretty light as we go into tonight. We are going to have the sunshine today, so that's some good news for your weekend, but it is going to be cold out there. Temperatures eventually recovering, though, as we go into the new work week. And let's tell you why that's going to be happening. A big thing that we watch for the temperature trends is the upper air pattern. So you can see we have this big dip in the jet stream as we start off our Saturday. So that is allowing the Arctic air really to spill southward. And that is why you're going to want to dress warmly basically all weekend long. But eventually, as we go into the new work week, you start to see the jet stream starting to lift back to the north, and it kind of flattens out a little bit to the north of us. That keeps the coldest air well north of our region, and our highs are going to be back into the 40s and 50s, especially as we get into that Wednesday, Thursday timeframe. That looks like it's going to be when we see the warmest temperatures in our area. Average high for this time of year is about 49. You see how far below that we're going to be on Saturday and Sunday, but the temperatures are going to be closer to average, maybe even slightly above average as we go into the work week. So if you're not liking the cold, just wait a little bit, and we are going to warm up again, and it's going to feel a little bit more comfortable outside eventually. Okay, breezy out there today and cold with a high of 38. We are going to have mostly sunny skies and then mostly clear overnight tonight. Very cold out there with a low of about 20 in Roanoke. Some places going to be down into the teens. Your extended forecast features some more cold with sunshine on Sunday, but the temperatures are going to be moderating as we go into the new week. Not going to have a lot of precipitation to track this week. I think the best chance of some rain would come Monday in Southside, maybe some scattered showers there. We'll send things back over to Duke.
Thank you, Justin. We do want to get you caught up on more local headlines. The families of 2 officers killed at Bridgewater College will hold a joint funeral for the men next week. Now, officers J.J. Jefferson and John Painter, they'll be laid to rest Wednesday morning. That service is at James Madison's Atlantic Union Bank Center. Bridgewater College is also establishing a Memorial Student Support Fund in their honor. Now, school leaders are still working to finalize how that fund, though, will be used. At the event at Bridgewater College this week, police are encouraging the public to understand the dangers officers like Jefferson and Painter face on a daily basis. Retired police officers say the community needs to work with law enforcement. Rick Morrison, who spent 30 years in law enforcement, says losing an officer to unnecessary violence, of course, is never easy.
Law enforcement doesn't have the luxury of running in with guns blazing, right? That would not be a positive encounter. You're more reactionary compared to being more proactive. And that's just the nature of law enforcement.
Morrison says connecting with police is key to preventing what happened in Bridgewater in the future. And 2 men are in custody after a person was found dead in their yard in Bedford County. Deputies say they got reports of shots fired around the Dawn Place area near Goodview. And when they showed up, they found a man with deadly gunshot wounds. The suspects were identified as Keenan and Ricky Perdue. They are both charged with second-degree murder. A spokesperson for Governor Glenn Youngkin says the governor plans to appeal a court decision now blocking his mask order in several school districts. A judge in Arlington is granting 7 school districts a temporary restraining order against the governor's declaration. They ruled local school boards, not the governor, have the authority to run their school districts. But none of these districts are in our area. His order allows families to opt out of those mask mandates. There's also a lawsuit before the Virginia Supreme Court regarding masks in schools. And former Vice President Mike Pence said former President Donald Trump was wrong to claim that Pence could overturn the 2020 election. The former president has insisted Pence could have changed the electoral vote count in January 2021. It's not the first time Pence has publicly disagreed with Trump about January 6th, but today was the most forceful. Time now is almost 7:19. Again, this is a live look, daybreak here in downtown Blacksburg. We're working for you to get more information about what led up to a shooting that left multiple people hurt. We do know at this time, again, just to briefly recap, that unfortunately 4 people were hurt. 1 of the 5 who were injured is dead. So coming up in your next half hour, we'll have that for you. Virginia Today returns in just 3 minutes.